Hola everyone and bem-vindo to Portugal. This is a country that's captured my heart with its sun-drenched beaches, soulful cities, and a pace of life that just begs you to slow down and savor the moment. So grab your virtual passport, pack your sense of adventure, and let's get going. Our first stop takes us to Lisbon, Portugal's vibrant capital, a city that sprawls across 7 hills, overlooking the majestic Tagus River. We'll start our Lisbon adventure in Belém, home to the iconic Belém Tower. This UNESCO World Heritage Site, perched right on the water's edge, is like a postcard come to life. From there, we'll hop on Tram 28, a Lisbon icon in itself, and wind our way through the narrow streets of the Alfama district. This is Lisbon's oldest neighborhood, a labyrinth of cobbled alleyways, colorful houses, and hidden squares just waiting to be discovered. And as you wander, keep an ear out for the soulful sounds of fado music drifting from the local taverns. Trust me, the views from up here, especially at sunset, are simply magical. Just a short train ride from Lisbon lies Sintra, a town that feels like it's straight out of a storybook. Our first stop in this magical town has to be Pena Palace, a riot of color perched high above the town. With its whimsical turrets, vibrant hues and stunning views, Pena Palace is like something out of a child's imagination. No trip to Sintra would be complete without a visit to Quinta da Regaleira. This mysterious estate, with its gardens, grottos and hidden symbols, is a true feast for the senses. And finally, for a glimpse into Sintra's Moorish past, we'll visit the imposing Moorish castle. From Sintra, we journey north to Porto, Portugal's second city, a place where the Douro River meets the Atlantic Ocean. Porto is a city of character, with its steep, winding streets, colorful buildings, and a certain gritty charm that's impossible to resist. Our exploration of Porto begins in the Ribeira district, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is Porto's historic heart, a maze of narrow streets lined with colorful houses, cozy cafes, and lively restaurants. No visit to Porto is complete without crossing the iconic Dom Luís I Bridge. This impressive double-decker bridge offers incredible views of Porto's skyline and the Vila Nova de Gaia side of the river, and for book lovers, a visit to Livraria Lello is a must. From Porto, we embark on a journey through one of Portugal's most scenic regions, the Douro Valley. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a sight to behold, with its rolling hills, terraced vineyards, and the majestic Douro River winding its way through it all. As we glide along the tranquil waters of the Douro, we'll be treated to breathtaking views of the vineyards that cling to the steep slopes. Along the way, we'll stop at a traditional quinta, or wine estate, where we'll learn about the fascinating process of port wine production. And of course, no visit to the Douro Valley would be complete without indulging in a tasting of this world-renowned fortified wine. Our next stop takes us south to the Algarve, Portugal's sun-kissed southern coast. With its golden beaches, dramatic cliffs, charming fishing villages, and year-round sunshine, the Algarve is a true paradise for beach lovers and adventurers alike. One of the Algarve's most impressive natural wonders is the Beniguil Cave. Accessible only by boat, this stunning sea cave with its natural skylight is a sight to behold. No trip to the Algarve would be complete without a visit to Praia da Marinha, considered one of the most beautiful beaches in Europe. And for those seeking the westernmost point of continental Europe, a visit to Cape St. Vincent is a must. Our journey takes us off the coast of mainland Portugal to the island of Madeira, known as the Island of Eternal Spring for its year-round mild climate and lush landscapes. Madeira is a hiker's paradise, and no visit would be complete without exploring the Laura Silva Forest, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. For a more leisurely experience, we'll visit the Monte Palace Tropical Garden, a botanical wonderland perched high above Funchal, Madeira's capital city. And for the adventurous, a hike to Pico do Arieiro, Madeira's third highest peak, is a must. The views from the top, stretching across the island's rugged interior and out to the vast Atlantic, are simply breathtaking. Our next adventure takes us to the Azores, a chain of 9 volcanic islands located in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Known for their dramatic landscapes, lush green pastures, volcanic craters, and picturesque villages, the Azores are a nature lover's paradise. On the island of São Miguel, we'll visit Sete Cidades, a breathtaking volcanic caldera home to 2 spectacular lakes, one green and one blue. We'll also explore Furnace, a geothermal wonderland known for its bubbling mud pools, steaming fumaroles, and lush vegetation. And for a truly unique experience, we'll enjoy a traditional cozido das furnace, a stew cooked underground using the heat from the volcanic activity. No visit to São Miguel would be complete without a visit to Lagoa de Fogo or Lake of Fire. We now head back to mainland Portugal and journey to Évora, a city steeped in history and designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Évora's rich past is evident in its well-preserved Roman ruins, medieval walls, and charming historic center. One of Évora's most iconic landmarks is the Roman Temple of Évora, also known as the Temple of Diana. For a truly unique and somewhat eerie experience, we'll visit the Capela dos Ossos, or Chapel of Bones. And for stunning views of Évora's historic center, we'll climb to the top of Évora Cathedral. Our next stop takes us to Óbidos, one of the most charming and well-preserved medieval villages in Portugal. Enclosed within its ancient walls, Óbidos is a delight to explore on foot. Be sure to sample ginginha, a local cherry liqueur, often served in a chocolate cup. We'll also visit the impressive Óbidos Castle, which dates back to the 12th century. And for those who love books, Óbidos has a special treat in store, the Literary Man Hotel. Just a short train ride from Lisbon lies Cascais, a chic coastal town that was once a fishing village but is now a popular getaway for Lisbonites and tourists alike. Cascais is renowned for its beautiful beaches, from the sheltered sands of Praia da Conceição to the surfer's paradise of Guincho Beach. No visit to Cascais would be complete without a visit to Boca do Inferno or Hell's Mouth, and for a glimpse into Cascais's aristocratic past, we'll visit the Museu Condes de Castro Guimaraes. Our journey takes us north to Aveiro, a charming city often referred to as the Venice of Portugal for its picturesque canals, colorful boats, and Art Nouveau architecture. We'll take a ride on a molicero, a traditional brightly painted boat that was once used to harvest seaweed but is now a popular way to explore the city's canals. And for a sweet treat, we'll sample ovos moles, a local delicacy made with egg yolks and sugar. Today we journey to Batalha Monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most impressive examples of Gothic architecture in Portugal. The monastery was built to commemorate the Portuguese victory over the Castilians at the Battle of Aljubarrota in 1385. Be sure to visit the Founders Chapel, where King John I and his English wife Philippa of Lancaster are buried. And don't miss the Unfinished Chapels, a series of chapels that were never completed but are nonetheless breathtaking. Our next stop takes us to Nazar, a small fishing town on Portugal's Silver Coast that has gained international fame for its giant waves. During the winter months, Nazar becomes a mecca for big-wave surfers from around the world. We'll watch in awe as these daredevils ride the waves, pushing the limits of human skill and courage. But Nazar is much more than just big waves. For stunning views of the coastline and the famous waves, we'll take the funicular up to Sítio. Our journey takes us inland to Peneda Gerês National Park, Portugal's only national park, located in the country's rugged and mountainous north. Peneda Gerês is a paradise for nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts, with its granite peaks, cascading waterfalls, crystal-clear rivers, and dense forests. We'll lace up our hiking boots and hit the trails, immersing ourselves in the park's unspoiled beauty. Keep an eye out for the park's diverse wildlife, which includes wild horses, deer, wolves, and golden eagles. We'll also visit some of the park's traditional villages, where time seems to have stood still. Our final stop takes us to Tomar, a historic town located in central Portugal that was once a stronghold of the Knights Templar. The main attraction in Tomar is the Convento de Cristo, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that was once a Templar castle and later a monastery. We'll explore the convent's fascinating history from its origins as a 12th century Templar stronghold to its later role as a center of Portuguese exploration and discovery. Be sure to visit the Charola, the convent's iconic round church. We'll also stroll through Tomar's charming historic center. And so, our Portuguese adventure comes to an end. From the bustling streets of Lisbon to the tranquil beauty of the Douro Valley, from the sun-drenched beaches of the Algarve to the volcanic landscapes of the Azores, Portugal has truly captured our hearts. We hope this journey has inspired you to add Portugal to your travel bucket list. Don't forget to subscribe to the Crystal View 8 logo.